So, hello everybody and welcome to the Leeds City College Open Day webinar. I really do hope you are all well. It should be noted that this webinar is predominantly for post-16 options. We will touch on adult courses and we'll also discuss the University Centre Leeds towards the end of the presentation. We will not, however, be covering the 14 plus Apprenticeship Academy. So if you're interested in our under 16s provision, please either contact us through our contact page or web chat, or you can find out more information through our website. You can also email on apprenticeshipacademy@leedscitycollege.ac.uk. I'm Holly, and today I'm joined by one of my colleagues, Stephen, who is going to be helping me answer some of your questions today and help me present this webinar a little bit later on.
Hey everyone, my name's Stephen and I work with Holly in the school liaison team at Leeds City College.
Fantastic. So our job is to work with schools to help you guys make an informed decision when you're choosing your post-16 options. You might have seen some of us before at your school, or you might have seen us do an assembly or careers fair, or you might have met one of us at a previous open event. We would have loved to have met you all at an open event. However, unfortunately, due to the current circumstances, this can't happen. So we hope that this webinar gives you a flavour of the college and what we have on offer. If you like, you can take photos of the slides with lots of information on, or you can grab a pen and paper and jot down some notes. It's also a good idea to make sure you're on full screen mode, so you get the most out of this webinar if you're on a computer, or you can tilt your phone to landscape if you're on your mobile. You can also rewatch the presentation once this is finished. The webinar today will last around 50 minutes to an hour, with time for us to answer those questions that you sent through on the booking form prior to this webinar today. We have grouped some of your questions together and tried to answer as many of these questions as we can. Any that were specifically for curriculum, we have passed over to our specialist teams who will be in touch with you directly. Following the webinar today, you will also be sent a follow-up form for any further curriculum questions that you have that we haven't managed to answer within the content of the webinar. You are welcome to ask questions live on the chat box to the right-hand side, but if we don't get to answer your question today, our team will be sending out a form for you to fill in afterwards. So I'm just going to pop up another poll just before we get started. And this one is about courses. So what courses are you interested in? Is it a vocational course, A-levels? Is it adult courses at Leeds City College, or maybe a degree at University Centre Leeds? Is it something else? Or is it that you don't know yet? You're simply here to learn. That's absolutely fine if that is the answer. So what are we going to be covering in this webinar? We're going to be going through loads of different stuff. We're going to be looking at general information about the college and the courses and apprenticeships that we offer. We're also going to be looking at the sports academy and the different campuses that you can study at, as well as the unique selling points of Leeds City College. We're also going to be looking at the application process and interviews, and also your next steps and how to contact us. And finally, at the end, we're going to be answering those questions that you might have sent in to us before, and we're going to be having a time for your questions as well that you can ask throughout this webinar. So this is just a short video from our principal, Bill Jones, who would usually be around to speak to everyone at one of our open events. Instead, he's filmed this video to welcome you to the college. So as before, just bear with me while I get this video up for you.
Hello, I'm Bill Jones, Principal of Leeds City College. I'd like to thank you for considering Leeds City College as the place to study when you leave school for Year 12. We have a range of exciting and high quality courses that will interest and stretch you so you reach your full potential. Whether it's university, an apprenticeship, or a job that you aspire to, we have the course for you. Come and have a look. We have excellent staff, fantastic buildings, and brilliant facilities. Our achievement rates are high. We're Ofsted good with outstanding features. Why would you go anywhere else?
Principal Bill Jones. So hopefully you'll be able to see him at some time in the future in person. So what is Leeds City College all about then? Well, we're one of the largest FE colleges in the country with 25,000 students and over 1,500 members of staff. We're rated good with outstanding features by Ofsted in our last report, and I'm going to be telling you about some of these outstanding features in just a little while. We're based over 12 campuses, with our main 3 being Park Lane, Quarry Hill and Printworks. We offer a range of vocational courses and apprenticeships at Leeds City College, as well as A-levels at Leeds Sixth Form College. I'm now going to tell you a little bit more about vocational courses at Leeds City College. So what exactly is a vocational course? Well, this is where you pick one subject and you study that all the time and nothing else. So it's a little bit like a university course where you pick one subject and you specialise in that area. The subjects that you can do at college could be something you never thought you could study, like hairdressing and special effects makeup, games design, app development, cabin crew, and animal care. Vocational courses are generally more practical subjects and are sometimes designed with a specific job in mind. If you study these up to a level 3, most universities will accept these as they equate to 3 A-levels. If you want to do a specialist subjects like veterinary medicine or train to be a lawyer or a solicitor, for example, it's best to check with the university you are considering to see if they would accept these. Universities such as Oxford and Cambridge and other Russell Group universities do not usually accept vocational courses. Now, speaking of A-levels, we also have our Leeds Sixth Form College where you can study those. A-levels are a more traditional and well-known post-16 option. How these work is where you choose 3 or 4 subjects and you study them all at the same time. You can go to uni after A-levels too, as these are more theory-based. You can find out more about Leeds Sixth Form College by watching the webinar that's coming up soon, but I will be mentioning the details for this and a little bit about Leeds Sixth Form College later on in the presentation. As a vocational student, you will need to be in college or studying at home during your virtual lessons 3 to 4 days a week. During this time, we can also help your development of life skills and studies for your future progression. During the time you are not in college, we don't want you to just sit watching telly or Netflix. We want you to use this time appropriately. This could be catching up and working on your studies, volunteering somewhere that means a lot to you, or even getting a part-time job. If you're studying A-levels, your timetable will be more similar to a school day, with 4.5 days in college and half a day a week of enrichment. Most courses do not have a uniform, but you should dress in appropriate casual wear. Your course might require a uniform if you need to wear one in the real working world, or it's for health and safety reasons. If this is the case, you will be told before your course starts. A-level students do not need to wear a uniform. So as you can see on this diagram, these are the different levels that you can do to study at a vocational course. Level 4, however, is degree level, so you do that at university, so just ignore that green box on the end for now. For vocational courses, you can check the entry requirements to know what level to apply for. It's a mixture of written work and practical work, but it's rare that you'd have a written exam like you do in GCSEs, although some courses do have these. Usually, a vocational course is 60-40 practical to written work. You can apply for as many courses as you like, but you can only pick one when you enrol. I'm also just going to touch on what this slide says as well. So we don't want you to worry if you don't get the exact grade requirements for a certain course. Especially in the current climate, we're going to be taking your personal circumstances into account, and we'll endeavour to find the best suited course for you. The entry requirements might vary from course to course, so it's best to look up your course either on our website or on our prospectus that you might have picked up if we've been to an event in your school or if you've visited us before. Please, though, make sure it's our new prospectus that you're looking at, as some things have changed since the last academic year. If you're worried about achieving that all-important grade 4 in maths and English, please try and don't worry about this. For those of you who are a little bit older watching, grade 4 is equivalent to old grade C. If you don't achieve these, maths and or English GCSE resits will be timetabled alongside your main course. Some courses may require you to have grade 5 in maths and English due to the content, but please just check the course requirements you're wanting to enrol on to see if that this is relevant for you. So now I'm just going to tell you a little bit of information about our apprenticeships. So apprenticeships, if you don't know, are a mixture of classroom-based learning and a work-based placement, which is split up over 30 hours a week. You do get paid to do an apprenticeship. The starting wage for an apprentice is £4.15, but this usually goes up with every tax year. Some apprenticeships have qualifications attached and others don't, so just check when you're applying. However, just like the last slide, apprenticeships have levels as well. Most year 11s from school would start on a level 2 and move up to a level 3. However, a level 3 is possible should your grades and references meet the criteria. If you would like an apprenticeship, there's a number of ways on how to get one. The first would be to apply through our website. You could also approach businesses individually, find one yourself, and let us know your decision. You can also apply on the government apprenticeship website, and this is www.gov.uk/apply-apprenticeship. Apprenticeships are really competitive because they attract all ages and abilities, not just school leavers. If you want to apply for an apprenticeship, the best thing to do is to apply for both an apprenticeship and a full-time college course, just in case as a backup option. So for example, if you want to be a hairdressing apprentice, apply to the salon that you'd like to be the apprentice at, but then also apply for a hairdressing college course if you don't happen to get that apprenticeship. There's lots more information about apprenticeships over on our website. So Leeds City College is not just for teenagers. We do a number of courses to suit everyone, including adults as well. We can help you achieve a grade 4 in maths or English and help you get to university. Remember, grade 4 is the equivalent to old grade C. As they're a government requirement, all maths and English resit courses in both functional skills and GCSEs are free to over 18s. Our access courses are fantastic should you be wanting a fast track way to get to university, and these are just 1-year courses. We also have a brilliant ESOL department should you be wanting to learn English as a second language, and these courses range in ability and cost. We also do leisure courses which can unlock a new hobby or passion, such as cookery or dressmaking. These courses are not free and require payment before the course starts. Full pricing and course information can be found over on our website. Our adult courses allow you to train for a new career, gain qualifications to advance in your current career, become digitally literate, and help to refresh your skills and knowledge. We're going to be chatting about the University Centre later on in this webinar, should you be wanting to continue your study with us.
So I'm now going to talk a bit about our college campuses. So you can see a map here showing Leeds City College's campuses. For those of you who don't know, a campus is the building or area where your college or university is. So we have 12 different campuses, all providing different courses and specialising in different areas. If you need further information on how to get to the campus, then you can visit planner.ymetro.co.uk, and this is a great site that has step-by-step guidance on personalised travel routes. You could also use Google Maps as well if you wanted. That's also a good one to use. So I'm now going to go into some more detail about the 3 main campuses where the majority of our students are based. So first up, we've got Park Lane campus, and this is situated near Leeds General Infirmary and the city centre. So Park Lane is home to the School of Applied Sciences, the School of Sport, Science and Exercise, the School of Events, Enterprise and Employability, and it's also home to our Leeds Sixth Form College where you can study A-levels. So now you might be thinking, why do the subjects have school in front of them? So as we are such a big college, all of our curriculum areas are divided into different schools, and this gives you a sense of community with like-minded people and helps us as a college to get to know you better. So when you enroll to Leeds City College, you'll be given your ID card, which will be attached to a different coloured lanyard depending on what school you are in. So this will help us as staff members see easily where you are meant to be and gives your own sense of identity within the college. It makes you feel like you're part of something smaller within the bigger college community. So this is what Park Lane campus looks like. You might have noticed it before, as one of the sides of the building is completely covered in solar panels. So if you look higher up on the roof of the building, you might actually see something on top. We have our own bees in beehives, and some students are able to go and tend to them as part of their course. We even sell the honey that the bees make on campus, which makes an amazing and quirky gifts for family and friends. So here are some of our sports students playing a game of rugby. And if you don't study sport, there are plenty of sports clubs that all students are able to join. More on that a little later on. So we use facilities all over the city, including Power League, which is just a 5-minute walk from Hart Lane, and Leeds University facilities, which are actually used by the Chinese Olympics team back in 2012, which is pretty cool. So the Sports Academy is a fantastic opportunity for students who want to pursue a sport at a professional level but would like the security of having an academic course behind them. So you can join the Sports Academy within different sports such as men's football, men's rugby league, women's rugby league and men's basketball. In the Sports Academy, you are trained up by professional trainers and use real training grounds such as West Riding County FA and Leeds Rhinos Kirkstall training ground. So you can be part of the Sports Academy if you study any of the following subjects. So that's business, any course within the School of Sports, Science and Exercise, applied science, or if you're a student at Leeds Sixth Form College. So we're looking at widening our subject areas within the Sports Academy. So if you are interested but don't want to do any of the subjects that I've mentioned, please still apply and we can see what we can do. Past students have gone on to work in America thanks to this programme and to work and play for European football teams in both Italy and France. It should be noted that you don't have to be excellent at sport, you just need to have a passion for the subject. However, there will be trials in order to become part of the Sports Academy. So the next campus we're going to be discussing is the Printworks campus. So this is situated near the Crown Point shopping park and Costco and around a 15 minutes walk from the Leeds train station. So Printworks is home to a range of different curriculum areas, and this includes the School of Business, Digital and IT, Engineering, Hair, Beauty and Media Makeup, and Travel, Food and Drink. So this is what the Printworks campus looks like. Perhaps unsurprisingly, the campus takes its name for what it used to be, which is a Printworks. It was a leading building in Leeds' amazing manufacturing history, and after a complete restoration project, became part of Leeds City College in 2013. So Printworks is a Grade 2 listed building, and many of the original features can be seen throughout the building, most notably in the red and blue print halls. And you can actually see the print halls on this photo here, but there are 2 other blocks as well for the building. So something that did not come as part of the original features are our amazing facilities that came with the £25 million restoration. So one of these features is the brilliant garage where our motor vehicles and engineering students are often found. And this garage can comfortably fit 15 cars inside, as well as a range of motorbikes as well. And a lot of the cars here are made for students as they have been deliberately wired or set up faulty, so students can get that practical experience. So if you become a hair and beauty student at Leeds City College, the facilities that you would be able to access are brilliant. So we have treatments rooms as well as dispensary, and you'd have to do every part of the job, which would include washing your towels using our laundry room. So upstairs we have our student salon and academy, and once you grasp the basics, you'll be able to have your own customers who are members of the public, which means you can develop those important social skills. So downstairs, we also have the Printworks Salon and Spa. This is a professional salon where you can go for various treatments, and this is also open to the public. The Printworks Salon and Spa also takes on a small number of apprentices every year, so it's a good idea to keep an eye on the website to see when they are available. So as part of the travel and tourism courses that we offer, we have a part of a real plane in the college, which you can see on the slides here. And this is complete with windows, chairs, food trolleys, safety equipment, and all that kind of stuff to help you prepare for life working as part of cabin crew. Our cabin crew students are required to wear their smart uniforms at all times during their time at Leeds City College, and you can see them wearing those on the slides here. So as part of our food and drinks courses, you'll be able to study in industry standard kitchens and use professional equipment. So we even have a sponsorship from Warburton's, so we get real industry equipment given to the college for you to use. Our students who study food and drink courses are required to wear chef whites whilst doing practical work. And again, you can see some of our students modelling those for you here. So the tutors at Leeds City College are all experts in their field. So this can be seen especially in the food and drink team, because 2 of our tutors have recently taken part in cookery competitions on TV, and it's included MasterChef The Professionals and the Great British Bake Off The Professionals as well. So if you're a fan of those shows, you might have actually seen some of our tutors on there. So adjacent to the Printworks Salon and Spa, we also have the Printworks Kitchen and Bar, which is a fully functioning public restaurant. During the college day, you can have a number of delicious meals and hot and cold snacks. However, once a month, our cookery students partake in creating bespoke menus for Thieves Nights, which are served to the paying public, and they've won a number of awards there as well. So this is Quarry Hill campus, and it's situated opposite John Lewis at the Victoria Shopping Centre and Leeds City Bus Station. So it is home to two schools, and those are the School of Creative Arts and the School of Social Sciences. So the School of Creative Arts is a big department that's split into two areas. So the first being visual arts, and the second is media, music and performance production. So within visual arts, we have courses such as fashion and textiles, art and design, app development, computer games design and photography, as well as many more. And then for media, music and performance production, that includes areas such as drama, dance, musical theatre, film and TV, and music technology. So if you want to see a full list of courses within the School of Creative Arts, then check out our website or take a look in one of our prospectuses. So the School of Social Sciences includes courses such as childhood and education, health and social care, and public services. Now, if you're unsure of what public services is, it's a course that combines and prepares you to work within jobs such as the police force, the fire brigade, the prison service, and the military. And I did see someone asking, mentioning that they were interested in the police force, so that'd be an excellent course for you to do, and then to progress onto university or a higher level apprenticeship where you get paid to be part of the police. So this is a photo of Quarry Hill. You might have noticed it in the city centre. This campus cost £60 million to build and only launched in September 2019. So all of the facilities are brand new. At Quarry Hill, we have a lot of brilliant resources and facilities, including a 60-seater lecture theatre, communal group study areas, cafes, and much more, which I'm going to show you a bit of now. So we've got, first up, we've got Quarry Hill boasts an 180-seater theatre that's based on the neighbouring Leeds Playhouse. The theatre is interchangeable, which means that you can situate the seating and the stage however you like. So our music facilities as well are also exceptional, with numerous recording studios, practice rooms and MacBooks to work on. All of our equipment is industry standard, and we have links with music venues across the city, including the Wardrobe, which is oh, sorry, my computer wasn't quite letting me change the slide there. So if you're wanting to study something like photography, please don't worry if you don't have the equipment you'll need, as we can supply this through our fantastic hiring service on campus. So you can hire equipment out with the student card to use during lessons and any time you're in college. As well as our photography studio, we also have our TV studio, which cost £250,000 to build, and it's very impressive. So students on most courses at Quarry Hill have access to MacBooks and state-of-the-art equipment. Classrooms are big and airy with high ceilings and full-length floor-to-ceiling windows. So if you are part of the School of Social Sciences, you'll also have access to brilliant facilities. Health and social care students can make use of specialist equipment such as hoists, wheelchairs, movable hospital beds and washing facilities. We also have kitchens that set up in a lot of the classrooms due to the nature of jobs that you'd have in this sector. So you'd need to be able to recognise good nutrition for an active lifestyle if you're going to be in the public sector, public services, sorry, and you need to be able to understand what children need to eat when studying childhood and education. And you need to be able to give out medication correctly with food should you be studying health and social care, because that's really important.
So now I'm going to move on to some of the unique selling points for Leeds City College. So the first of those being is our Students' Union. So the Students' Union is a team in the college who look out for you and is run purely just for you, for students. Students' unions are often referred to as SUs for short, and they're usually found in universities. Our Students' Union has won the Best Further Education Students' Union in the country for 2 years in a row. When you enrol as a Leeds City College student, you're automatically a member of the SU, and this means you can join clubs, go on trips, and make the most of your time at college. Some of the clubs and societies we have include board games, debate, LGBTQ+ society, and many more. We have a range of sports clubs too, like football, rugby, boxing, and basketball. If there isn't a club that includes your hobby, you can get a group of like-minded people together and make your own. The SU will listen to your ideas and fund your club if you get enough interest. The SU holds lots of events and trips throughout the year, such as going to Blackpool Pleasure Beach, Alton Towers, and a big Christmas party at the nightclub Prism. Don't worry though, to parents and guardians listening, there's no alcohol served at this party. Obviously, a lot of these sorts of events will be dependent on government restrictions at the time. Being a part of the Students' Union means you'll meet students across all 3 campuses of Leeds City College, and you'll be able to meet more people, make yourself more employable, and ultimately have more fun. So this is personally my favourite slide of the whole presentation. This is Jeffrey, and he is our specialist therapy and wellbeing dog. Jeffrey is a member of staff here at the college, and he is treated like one. We celebrate his birthday, and he even has a lanyard collar. He spends most of his time at Quarry Hill campus, and his job is to simply make students feel better whilst they're at college. If you have Instagram, why not go follow Jeffrey on there and see what he gets up to every day? He's still doing his training and having adventures. His Instagram is @Jeffrey Leeds City College. Just to make you aware, you can claim financial support whilst you're studying at Leeds City College. This is based on your personal circumstances and or your household income. You can get support with things such as travel, meals, childcare, equipment, uniform and trips. To find out more information, please visit our website or feel free to get in touch. The Student Life team are here for you whilst you're at Leeds City College. They can help you with your destination after college, your mental health and wellbeing, and by getting you involved with any extracurricular activities. The college has its own pastoral team, and they can help you with your academic work, gaining relevant work experience, and developing your own personal growth and development whilst you're here. The Student Life team are one of the outstanding features that Ofsted recognised at the college. At the start of your first term, you will have an induction week, and there'll be lots of activities and opportunities to meet your classmates and tutors, and this is also a good opportunity to get to know your new campus. So this slide shows your journey to college. We're now going to go into more detail about the application process. So you can get career advice from school, from your school careers advisor, or from your teachers. You can also get in touch with us if you need help or support with your application. Due to the current situation, we're not sure if this journey will be exactly the same this year, but we will let your school know of any updates or directly to you once you've applied. There's a number of ways on how you can apply to us, but if you are a school leaver, it's best to check first with your school to see if they have any specific procedures that they would like you to follow to do this, such as using the system START. You can also apply by giving us a call or applying via our website, which Stephen's going to show you in a little while of how to do. If you're unsure of what you'd like to study, think about 3 things: what you're good at, what you enjoy, and what you think you'd like your future to look like. Remember to ask friends and family, as well as getting in touch with teachers from your school. You can also contact us if you want. Remember, you can always apply for more than one course and decide which one you'd like to do later at enrolment. Following applying to us, you will then be contacted and invited for an interview. These are nothing to be scared of and are actually a really good experience. As we do so many different subjects, interviews have been done differently across the college. Some include auditions, for example, while some don't. Because of this, the interview process this year is looking different for whatever course you've applied for. Each subject will be doing their own process and we'll be getting in touch with you to go through this. Some interviews may be done on the phone, for example, some might be in person, or some might be virtually via something like Zoom or Google Meets. This again depends on government guidance and ultimately what is safest for you. If you have an EHCP, which is also known as an educational healthcare plan, or you have special educational needs, please let us know so we can put the right support in place for you during the interview process and for once you get at college. Due to current circumstances, enrolment might be a little bit different this year, but don't worry, keep an eye out for an email or phone call with more details once we have more information nearer the time. So what is enrolment? Enrolment happens when you come to us after collecting your GCSE results and you officially become a Leeds City College student. You'll be able to receive your student ID card and that coloured lanyard that Stephen mentioned earlier.